Right, so it's honestly embarrassing how many times I've re-recorded this video, but I'm going to try and shorten it down. I'm basically going to do a quick brief of why I started the channel, who I am, and yeah. So, a bit of background on me. I got diagnosed with a brain injury when I left school, pretty much. Yeah, 19. So I'd left school. Always struggled at school. I'd had a complicated birth, and I'd always shown signs of like having poor memory problems since I was a kid, and that's due to having a brain injury because I was starved of oxygen. Had meconium aspiration at birth, so I breathed in the amniotic fluid and I drowned, essentially, from what I can gather. I was in ICU. I was put on ECMO. My parents had to sign waivers and all of this stuff, intensive care unit, and yeah, I had my body temperature cooled down to preserve my brain, and the amazing staff at the NHS worked miracles to keep me alive. And after weeks in the ICU, I eventually came out, and they told my parents that if I did survive, I'd probably be in a wheelchair and in a pretty bad way. So for saying I came out good, I'm fully able. I do sports. I got a blue belt in kickboxing. I can play football with my little brother. I'm thankful every day that I've got that. And yeah, it more started to affect me in my school life and just little things like losing things all the time, misplacing stuff. I still do it to this day. I've got a little bit better as I've got older, but I lose stuff all the time, smash stuff all the time, a bit careless. If there was a coat in the playground at school, it were mine. uh, like left, that is. And yeah, I always told myself going through school, once I left school, I'd be sound. It's just learning difficulties, and then obviously went into work, and it was like, okay, this is still a problem. I was doing painting and decorating. I was getting called thick. I was getting called. I probably can't say it on here, but begins with an R and ends with a D. Because I'd forget things, lose things, misunderstand. I had poor attention to detail. I'd start painting a room if someone talked to me and I got distracted and left the room. There's a good chance I won't come back. That was painting and decorating, and then eventually worked for a different guy after there. I was still terrible at it. I don't know how I held that down for a year and a half and finished the apprenticeship, but I did. But yeah, I got bullied a lot by my first boss. You know, literally like going to customers' houses and it'd be like, careful with this one, might get lost, he's sick as shit. Lovely stuff like that. He was a really sound guy. I'll be nice, so I won't say anything. Yeah, I went labouring. Couldn't mix cement the same way twice because I can't remember the order of like doing it. I'd do it right a few times and then it'd just go wrong, and then I'd get the first few mixes of cement right, and then he'd say, right, double the amount, and then I'd swap it over the sand to cement water, and I couldn't remember what the texture of the mix was meant to be like with a hose, and it sounds stupid, but these little things, they constantly were setback after setback when I already felt at rock bottom. I'd already had life things happen, usually normal things, people split, parents splitting, or a family member pass away at a joint birthday party who was 39, and just lots of stuff, normal family trauma. And yeah, I think it all just got a bit much. I ended up with like struggling to eat, losing a lot of weight. When I was a bit older, I probably like to party too much, and then I was anxious, and then I probably relied on smoking a lot and drink to calm things. And yeah, it all just got it's been a strange time. And sorry, I'm about blind. Um yeah. So it was all rough and up and down, and then I had job after job. I got sacked, and then I worked for the council. That was good, but it was a 0 hour contract, and I was at rock bottom. I, 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 I I've struggled in relationships, struggled with confidence. Perhaps not felt like I can do the things that I need to do to be a functioning adult. And yeah, I was just kind of making a video talking a bit of shit, but just thought I'd put it out there that, if you're feeling like you're behind, you're not. Other people are too. Everyone's got their own struggles, and I'm not trying to go for sympathy either. I'm just trying to put out there that there is plenty of people with their own struggles. Some people's struggles are different to others. My ex-girlfriend, she had autism. She had her own struggles, bless her, and in the end it was too much, both of our struggles. It's affected relationships, it's affected a lot. And it does affect your life, and the people around you are the most important thing. You need good people around you if you've got difficulties, which I'm blessed enough to have. And yeah, I'm just going to try and fill my time with more positive things rather than sitting on my phone watching shorts of negative things, or applying on Indeed and doing all of this stuff, because I don't think it's good. Well, I know it's not good. But I used to be, I used to be very into like my fitness and stuff, and all of these things fell apart over time with the struggle of finding work and confidence in general. So yeah, it's difficult living with anything that you can't control. If you don't feel in control of what you can think and what you can remember and what you do, it's hard. But there are definitely coping mechanisms out there and things out there that help. And it's not all doom and gloom. I think, yeah, I know I might have been rambling on a bit now, and I'm not re-recording this again because I've done it too many times. But yeah, I thought I'd just make the video basically for a quick brief. Want to start doing my bit for the environment, for my own mental health, being outside, being around people, helping out, knowing I'm doing something good, and just, yeah, being part of the solution, not the problem. And just spend my time doing things that are meaningful to me and to the environment. And yeah, I will be hopefully coming to Nottingham soon to do more. I'll do it around the city ground just because it's my happy place, if I'm honest, to be around there. And if you see me, say hello. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video. And if anyone wants to help me learn how to make this a full-time thing, then feel free to message me. I'll drop my email or just message me on here. But yeah, my email will be below, and thank you for listening. I know I've been going on for like 10 minutes now. I hope I've covered everything. I didn't make a plan. That's never a good move for me. I literally have a whiteboard in front of me and a pen, and I chose not to. But yeah, like, subscribe, and tune in for more. And if you've got any questions or anything, then I'll sort out. Well, I'll link my Instagram below, and you can message them on there. And yeah, I'll answer them. I guess. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.